Hello, 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 hello. Welcome you all to SheEO Live. Welcome SheEO Queens. Welcome women of Douglasville. Welcome to everybody out there in Facebook land and in YouTube land. Thank you so much for joining. I am Kellye Bowens, the founder of the SheEO District. And ladies and gentlemen, well, just ladies, not gentlemen. Y'all go somewhere, man. Ladies, queens, we have a treat for you all on tonight. But as I always say, you all know the routine. Go ahead and like this broadcast and share it with your friends, your family, your business besties, your groups and networks that you're associated with. We're going to give you 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and take 30 seconds and share it with my network, and we'll come right back here in about 30 seconds. Now, 28 seconds. So I hope everyone has had a great Wednesday. This is hump day. We are almost there. 2 more days to the weekend. And so we've had a great, it's been an awesome week with the SheEO District this week. Just some amazing content. And we just thank all of our SheEO Live guests. We thank all of our community members who have participated in our midday lives. Some amazing content, some amazing nuggets and values been shared just over the past, couple of months, man. SheEO has been lit, y'all. I would definitely encourage everyone, if you know someone who can benefit from the SheEO District, to make sure that you are sharing this gem. I tell everyone all the time, I am literally a SheEO member myself because I watch the lives, I take notes, and I'm gonna mute this, sorry. I take notes as if I'm a member. It has been a blessing to me as well. So just thank you all, everyone, for your, support. It's just been amazing. All right. So, as I stated, listen, we're about to get put on celebrity status on tonight. So you are officially upgraded as of right now, because honey, we got PR representation right here. Okay. If you didn't know that, you can listen. I'm about to learn y'all something. Listen, we about to be celebrity status up here. for real. I'm not even joking. Okay. So we have the Manisha Holiday of the Holiday Firm, PR firm, public relations firm, here in the building. It is my dear sister. So, honey, she about to educate us and upgrade us to celebrity status. Because y'all, if you thought, and now we were just talking about this backstage a minute ago, that a lot of us think that we have to be celebrities in order to, engage a public relations. But no, if you're ready to take your brand from 0, or let's just say a 2.5 to 12, like, I'm gonna let her tell you all about it. But first, I'm going to share her bio with you. So Manisha Holiday is the founder of the public relations and event planning company, The Holiday Firm, LLC. She is the author of Victorious, A Journey to 40, and co-author of The Protector, The Provider, My Husband, My King, I'll Wait. Manisha Holiday is a certified personal development coach who has worked with entertainers, entrepreneurs, and business women and business women in Atlanta, Georgia. In 2018, Manisha worked with Selena Johnson of the Sister Circle, TV One, and Lisa Nicole Cloud of Married to Medicine, Bravo TV, while public relations director at Atlanta magazine. Always a style tastemaker and community activist, Mrs. Holiday has received several awards, including the 2017 Bailey Agency Curvy and Fabulous Photo Contest winner, 2018 We Give Community Service of the Year Award nominee for her dedicated work to the young people in her community, and the 2019 Hottest Special Awards honoree for outstanding service, inspiration, and commitment to the cause of mental health and making a difference in the lives of those with disabilities. In July 2020, Manisha Holiday became equity partner with the Green Toad Hemp Farm in Metter, Georgia. This initiative will create numerous jobs in the city of Atlanta, Georgia, and will educate the community on benefits of hemp and CBD. Manisha enjoys spending quiet weekends with her family in Atlanta, Georgia. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Manisha Holiday. Welcome, 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 Miss Holiday to
Hello.
the district. Yes. So, I
Hi,
always have to
everybody.
start
I'm
with this
so
question.
excited. I'm so
Yes.
excited
So
to
I have to start off with the one question and then we'll take it from there. But first, I'm gonna give my disclaimer, y'all. So if y'all looking for a structured and proper prim interview, you may as well keep scrolling because this is not the interview for you. When I'm talking to my sisters, I love to just let my hair down, just have girl talk and let it do what it do. All right. So I always ask my guest this question, Manisha. So we read your bio, extensive, just title heavy, right? But tell us, and I know you know,
Mhm.
who is Manisha? Who is Manisha Holiday?
Manisha Holiday is a mom of three. I am married. I have three beautiful children, as I stated, 25, 22, and 15. I am a author, a certified personal development coach, and publicist. I've been a publicist since 2017. I started my own personal agency, the Holiday Firm LLC, which is a full service public relation firm here in Atlanta, Georgia. I have an office staff in California and also Chicago as well. I am a servant of God first before any of that because my purpose is to inspire, empower, and push women to do it. And that's whatever your it is.
Mm-hmm.
We all have a different it and purpose in our life. So my goal is, and why I'm here today is to push you to do it, which is whatever your it is.
Yes.
So, how I do that is sharing my own personal story and testimony that wasn't paved in gold at all. So, trust me, I ain't always had this good, pretty life, and I still don't have this old, good, pretty life, outside of social media. When you come to social media, a lot of people think, when you put pictures and videos, this person is just living this fabulous life because a lot of people don't talk about the harder parts of their life. They
Mhm.
talk about everything that's flashy and what they're
Yes.
doing on social media. Well, I'm not one of those people. I talk about how God has saved me and how I have overcome from trials and tribulations in my life that has brought me to be the woman that I am today
Mhm.
and running my own company and brand and helping many women all over the world, not just in the United States, but even in other countries, starting with
Wow.
Zimbabwe, South Africa, and Nigeria. So my life wasn't filled, with gold nuggets, as I stated, and it took me, some time to get where I was today, from victimhood to now living a victorious life. And
Mhm.
so my brand is all about living that victorious life that God has created each and every one of us to live. And I am a servant of God first. Company was built between me and God. God is my investor. I don't
Mm.
owe anybody anything.
Mm.
And if you give me $1 million check today, it will be mine. And I
Mm.
don't owe nobody nothing. And
Mm.
so that is the goal when you become an entrepreneur and a business owner, that you don't owe people anything, but
Yes.
God is blessing you.
Mm.
You pay your tithes to God, and He's going to keep on sowing those seeds. So we're going to jump into public relations, how I was able to do that, building my firm and also teaching myself. Um, I'm self-made. I'm
Mm.
self-made. I had my
Okay.
first daughter at the age of 15 years old, and that changed my life completely. And how that changed my life was I had to learn how to be a businesswoman at a very early age.
Mhm.
I had to learn how to take care of a child at 15 years old.
Wow.
So when you are 15 years old, you're still a minor yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to look for ways of how I'm going to provide for another human being.
Yeah.
So the moment that I had my first child, I immediately started looking for jobs. I had a great support system with my family, but I wanted to be independent. I have
Mm-hmm.
always stood independent since I was 5 years old. In my church, I have always stood out, independent, love God, and always wanted to be a help to others. So that's why I built my company, the Holiday Firm.
Wow. Wow. And so, we have, similar stories. I had two children by the time I was 18. I had one at 17, the other at 18. And so I know what that feels like, just to be forced into adulthood. Because even at 18, you don't know what you're doing. You don't even barely know how to tie your shoes. You know
By
what I mean?
18, by 18, I had my second daughter who's
Yeah.
two
So
at
yeah,
the
I know exactly,
yeah.
what that feels like. And so I don't know your story, but my story was, I had this hustle mentality at 18 because
Yeah.
I grew up so poor and I
Yeah.
knew what I didn't want for my children. I didn't know how, to raise. Of course, you don't know how to raise children at 18 years old, but I got this hustle mentality from a perspective of I don't want them to grow up poor like
Yeah.
I did. And so I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to
As a
ensure
parent.
them because I know what that feels like. Because that feeling was very raw, at
Hmm.
18, because I was still broke and didn't have any money,
Yeah.
but I was determined my
Determined.
boys were not going to grow up poor the way I grew up. So, hence started, day one of this hustle mentality, right?
Yes.
So if it's
That's
meant to be,
right.
it's up to me. And that's just what I've stood on, good, bad, and ugly, since I was 18 years old.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, excuse me. And so, what got you into like public relations? They're not, I don't know personally, a lot of women who are, have public relations firms. So, what got you into, we'll just dive right in. What
Yeah.
got you into public relations initially?
So, what initially got me into public relations as I began to grow after high school, I was always a resource to my family, to my friends. Everybody always called me, hey, do you know so and so number? Do you know the number or address to this place? I have always been like the locator of
Mm,
everything in my family and my friends. So, the older I got, I immediately I'm a music girl. I love music. So I got into entertainment and I started hosting events. Um, I also had a friend that was singing, and I started as her public, her not publicist, as her personal assistant. And
mhm.
so, as I traveled with her, I started learning the business of entertainment. And so, by that time, I maybe working with her maybe 8 months. I decided I wanted to move to Atlanta because it was more opportunities for me. At that time, my 15, the daughter I had at 15 years old, she was on her way to college. So I felt like, I had just completed, put 15 years old, having this daughter here, and now I'm putting her in college. I
Mm,
definitely, this is a success for me, this is a
yeah,
success for her, and it's definitely time to continue to move on and build for my other two children. So I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, where a lot of opportunities opened up for me, and I was planning a lot of events. For other people. They were just calling me, and I'm very creative. Just
hmm.
having a natural conversation with me, Kellye, when we get
Yes,
on
I
the
do. That's
phone,
what.
our conversations, you could be calling to say, hey, how you doing? I'm just checking on you. And then I say, how you doing? And you telling me about, SheEO district, just for example, and it goes into leading into,
Yes,
yeah, because this is incredible and ideas and everything just start running and flowing. And before you know it, you like, wow, we have a whole plan, just
yeah,
having a
yep,
conversation.
yes,
So it's a
yeah.
natural conversation for me. That's the gift that I have recognized that God has blessed me with. So I can't necessarily say exactly when it started for me because I have been doing this since I was
Yeah.
a child. This
Yeah.
is God created me this way.
Yeah.
I just last year when I published my book, I finally, after a lot of praying and asking God to reveal my purpose to me, He finally revealed my purpose to me. It was always there, but I just didn't know how to get to it.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to get to it, but I never strayed away and I just continued to push and went to that one source that I believed in, and that was God. It
Yeah.
never changed. A million people can tell you anything, but it's only one person that I have trusted out of those million people that have come to me. You should do this. You should do that. Join this business. I can help you make this type of money. Become a life insurance agent. This is what's going to be needed. Well, guess what? That's your blessing or
Yeah.
gift or purpose that
Yeah.
God has opened up for you.
Yeah.
It's not for me. And I
Yeah.
have people to this day, literally, that I thought was my friends, that because I did not do what they wanted me to do in business with them, I
Mm.
don't even hear from them no more.
Mm.
They don't even like a post of mine.
Mm.
They don't even share a post of mine. And I know that because I'm walking with God, I'm doing incredible things. I don't have
Yes.
to ask anybody about that.
Okay.
So He calls it all out. And with all of that being said, I went back to what I knew from the beginning at the age of 5. And that was Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trusting in God with all my heart, leaning not to my
Yeah.
own understanding, and in all of my ways acknowledging Him, and He would direct my path straight.
Yeah.
So I had to take a lot of beating up on me because, oh, she's too sassy and bossy. But no, this is between me and God, so I protect whatever He gives me.
Mm. Mm.
You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? You got to protect what God gives you,
Mm. 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 Mm.
no
Mm.
matter if that's your friend or family member.
Listen, you talking good right now. You
When
talking
God
really good.
give you something, baby, all that
Listen.
go out the window
Listen.
because He's giving it to you.
Mm.
He's not giving it to nobody else.
Mm. Mm.
He's
Mm.
trusting you.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
I went back to where it all began, what I remembered from a child, what my grandparents, my mother, my aunts, uncles, where we all started, which was keeping God first in my life
Yeah.
and believing in that. He built my whole company for me.
Mm.
It was right there, right inside of me. I didn't have to go outside of nowhere. I prayed
Mm.
and asked Him to send me people that I could trust. And guess what He did? He sent me people that I could trust
Yeah.
now. I prayed and I asked Him for resources. What did God do? He sent me resources.
Yeah.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, I had to do my due diligence and responsibility to continue to serve His children and people, which that's why I'm here today to share I am and my business because
Yeah.
I'm here to serve. I'm not here to
Mm.
take from my women, from the queens. I'm not here to take from my victorious friends. I'm here to serve. God put me in the presence of women because women like me is needed in organizations, in
Yes.
businesses, in
Yeah.
churches, in companies all
Yes.
over the world.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
my story.
Man, you said so many powerful nuggets. I don't even know what question to ask.
We haven't even got to public
I
relations.
know, right? Right. But
I'm preaching
look,
the word first.
we got to start with the foundation, then build up, right?
Right.
Because
We got
that really,
listen,
Manisha, really,
honey, if we ain't gonna talk
that's
about God first, I don't
okay.
want to
Come
be a part
on,
of it,
come
okay?
on, come on.
We gotta talk about God doing this first.
Listen,
I ain't did none of this. This is what God
listen.
did for
That
me.
part, that part. The business is a byproduct. We got to start with the foundation first,
That's
right?
right.
Because
The
without that, it ain't no holiday firm. It ain't no SheEO district. It
It
ain't no
is me.
Visionology.
It is.
Okay.
I couldn't even sit here and have this conversation with you, ladies, if it wasn't God on my side and God leading me every day when my feet hit the floor.
Listen, okay? So y'all, if y'all missed anything, so just to recap real quick, I know we in the beginning, but listen to how powerful this is. You have two women on here striving for success on the path, God's path for us. 4 kids by both of us, age 18 years old. You can't tell me nothing about God.
Nope.
College graduates. Our children are college graduates.
Yes.
You can't tell us nothing about the goodness of God and the grace and the favor of God. Can't tell me nothing about it.
No.
Nothing. Right? And here we stand before you through it all, still thriving and growing in God. And God is so awesome. So he has no respect the person. If he can do it for us, he'll do it for anybody. And start where you are.
Yes. And we're not even talking about all the good things. We're talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yes.
We want to have the bad. We don't want to have the ugly. We want to talk about all of that. And you know why, ladies? Because that is your story. Your story is your testimony. And if that's what's going to help you grow when you connect to your own personal story and know your story and share your story, then you're going to start evolving higher to the higher calling. And now you're in business, you're in action, and it's go time.
Absolutely. And not be ashamed of your story.
And not be ashamed.
I don't care who know what about me, about what I used to do. Honey, I'm so free from that. You can't even hang that over my head anymore, okay?
Hey, honey, this book here, I'm trying to tell you. If I wasn't telling all of my business up in here.
Okay. And it all points back to God. So if you got any questions, go see him about it, okay?
God, please don't come and try to check me, boo. Go check God, boo. And I don't think you're ready for that. So I'm going to wait for you before you try to do that.
And you said something real powerful in addition to that. But you said that your purpose was revealed. Our purpose is always on the inside of us. We're here with it, right? I talk about that all the time. So when you said it, it just like made the hair on my arm stand up. Like we're sitting here with our purpose.
Yes.
Life gets us away from the enemy. Fear gets us away from our purpose. So we have to bring ourselves back so that purpose can be revealed. Because it's already there. We don't discover it's revealed because it never went anywhere, right? That's the purpose, the reason that we're here. But God can't reveal it to us until we're ready. And it's no age stamp, no time stamp. It is when you're ready, because it's that precious to him that he can't reveal it to you until you're ready to receive it.
You got to be like, okay, God,
absolutely.
I'm done fighting. I'm done just playing games, trying to do stuff on my own. I am not going to spend this money. I am going to be willing to invest in myself because I am worthy of this. And I know that I could do this. That's when the affirmations come in. You got to keep telling yourself and pushing yourself every day. That's when them affirmations come in. And then God's going to see you constantly visiting him every day, constantly saying it off your tongue, not just in your mind. You got to speak it into existence, into manifesting. You have to be speaking and walking in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't talk about it. You got to be about it.
Yeah. Just like Keisha Dixon said last night, you got to get in the word, do the work, and that equals a winning season. And it's no shortcut to it. It's no bypassing the process. Because like you said earlier, not verbatim, but you said all that you went through in life, that builds up character, right? That builds up your integrity so that when you are blessed, when you do step into the life that you have affirmed, and when it is manifested, you're ready for it.
Yes.
And God is going to sustain you there.
That's right.
Yeah, God is gonna sustain you there, man. That's so powerful. So let's talk about public relations. Like, what is public relations? Because I know there's a misconception. Because you had to break it down to me. I had a misunderstanding about what public relations really is.
Okay. So I'm going to start with saying one of the age old questions about public relation has always been, do I need a publicist or do I need to hire a public relation firm? Or can
Mm-hmm.
I just simply do it myself, right? Because some people, they look cheap and they be like, this too much. I can't pay people to do it. It's too much. But I'm going to break it down and help you guys understand why it's worth the investment today,
Mm-hmm.
why you need a publicist. So, with that question, the answer is yes. And for a variety of reasons, you need a publicist. The first reason, hold on, let me push this up my notes. The first reason why you need a publicist, one is because it takes time, and your money. That's number one, why you need a publicist. Public relations is not just about press releases, press conferences, and media appearance. Public relations is also about your social media. How your content is looking, how your branding is looking, how you put your campaign together. In order for all that to happen, you have to have a team of professionals. And
Mm-hmm.
so if you're just doing it yourself, you're going to exalt yourself. You're trying to create a campaign. One, you're the visionary, you have the vision. So
Mm-hmm.
you're putting your vision on paper and you're trying to now do a photo shoot. You got to do video content for it. Now you have to run your campaign through social media.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to run your campaign through social media. So in order for that to happen, now you have to set up ads.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you set up ads, guess who comes in? A social media marketing person.
Okay.
Because how are you going to be trying to run a business and set up 30 days of ads for your
Mm-hmm.
campaign?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you hire a firm, the firm has it all in one.
Okay.
A publicist has a publicist is the connect,
Mm-hmm.
because we have a Rolodex too, not only just media, radio stations to get you on these platforms nationally, we have the connects with other things that you may need, far as a website, far as event planning, getting the things that you need for your event.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has to be responsible for that management of that event. For instance, Kelly, you did my birthday event, July, October
Yeah.
20th. You did my birthday event. How can I celebrate my 40th birthday and my book launch as a publicist and run my event?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go out and I had to hire an event planning company. So it's so many layers to this when you running a small business or medium business. And when you paying for it all, one person and one person, that sounds like a lot of money,
Yeah.
right? I got to
Yeah.
pay this person to fix my website, then I got to get the graphic designer to give me a logo or give me a flyer, then I have to social media now. Isn't it worth the investment to have a publicist come in and run your campaign for you, and you talk to your publicist and build a relationship with your publicist and say, hi, Manisha, this is my vision. This is what I want my book campaign to look like, or this is what I want my single to look like when I
Mm-hmm.
drop it, or this is what I want my organization to look like to the public. So, what is it going to take? What type of strategy are we going to have to put in place in order for it to look like this? So, with me being a publicist, I'm going to say, okay, well, first, do you have a website? I'm going to go straight down the list. Do you have business cards, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a website? Is your business legal and
Yeah.
filed in the state. So I'm going to go down the list. And what you don't have, I'm not going to talk about you. I'm going to help you get it
Mm-hmm.
because I got the trusted resource.
Yeah.
We have trusted resources of individuals that we trust with our clients, that
Mm-hmm.
we know my client need a website. I know somebody that do websites for between $300 and $700, depending on how many pages to your
Mm-hmm.
website. And then you come to me for a consultation and you say, well, yeah, I talked to somebody from such and such, and he told me $2,200. As a publicist, I'm gonna be like, well, no, it doesn't cost that much. I'm gonna save you some
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Save you some money. It is our job to represent you, your business, your brand, and your organization on a retainer. Like
Yeah.
you go and hire an attorney,
Mm-hmm.
you retain your attorney to represent you in the court of law. You retain a publicist or public relation firm to represent you to the public. And then also in crisis management, that is another part of
Yeah.
public relations where something you probably did legally with your taxes, didn't pay your taxes, or you owe somebody some money, or defamation of character, somebody's out there slamming you. It's a publicist's job to come in and now handle crisis management,
Mm-hmm.
to keep your name in good faith with your
Mm-hmm.
audience, the public, the people, everybody that supports you. It is our job to be that spokesperson to say, my client did not do this, and prove that my client is still in good faith and worthy to be
Yeah.
trusted. I'm so sorry. For
Okay.
you to continue to shop with that client or support that client.
Yes.
So it's so many layers to this that a lot of people rather do it by themselves. And I have had clients that I have started with that I've done great things for. And we are still great friends. But when it comes to the money part of it, that's when people get, I don't know
Yeah.
why. But that breakdown that I just did, you gonna pay more money
Yeah.
trying to go
Yeah.
over here and get this person to do your web. Who want to sit here and deal with all these people?
Yeah.
First of
Yeah.
all, because my personal team for my brand, I deal with one person that deals with websites, logos. I have one media team,
Mm-hmm.
myself and my clients. This is who we work with.
Yeah.
This is who we're gonna build a strong team of women, and we're gonna get this job done because that's what women do.
Yes.
And all of my contractors I contract with, we God fearing women. Because
Important.
my company is built on faith,
Yeah.
everybody that's attached to me have to
Yeah.
be built on faith.
Yeah.
Because when God is giving me vision, I need them to see those same visions.
Yeah.
And my clients, I don't just accept any clients because you may not be with God's faith. You may be on some other stuff. So you may not be the ideal client for me because I guarantee you, I'm going to definitely introduce you to the Lord.
Listen.
So before you even think about hiring me, I'm going to tell you, you don't know the Lord because the Lord is what's going to get us
Listen.
through this campaign
Mm-hmm.
and push us to the top.
Yeah.
Because that's
Absolutely.
where my faith is at as a publicist, as a CEO of my company, the Holiday Firm. My faith is fully in God, and in God I trust. In God
Mm.
I ride for.
Listen.
I ride for real hard.
It is no us without him. This
There's
period.
no us without him. And it helps with the mindset because you got to have the right mindset as well. Having a publicist is like your mother, your teacher, your wife, your husband. If it's a man, your husband, the doctor, the counselor. My
Yep.
phone never stopped ringing.
I
My
can only
phone has
imagine.
rung 5 times since I've been on this interview, and the person is probably looking at me now. And I'm on an interview. So you build these relationships and you find that confident that you could trust with your money, your finances.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't just trust anybody with your
Mm-hmm.
finances. Everybody can't know that, oh, you got $1 million check coming. You
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta let a public relation firm come in and help you strategize. That's the
Mm-hmm.
word right there. You have to have a strategy in place. A strategy in place. And you will not be ready for public relation until you have built that foundation that we talked about earlier. Kellye, you mentioned the foundation. You
Yeah.
have to build that foundation first, and then you have to build that strategy out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
once that strategy is put in place, you know who you're going to be working with, you know which direction you're going to be going. Now we have something to give to the public. We can't give, I can't, as a publicist, I can't go to, we're in Atlanta, so I'll just use Atlanta for example. Steve Harvey 107.5 and say, hi, I have a client, pitching a story that you
Mm-hmm.
have this wonderful book and you want to share your book with his audience. I can't go there if you don't have a website or a
Right.
business card, because nowadays everything is technology. When
Yeah.
you say my name is Kellye A. Bowens,
Yep. Yeah.
let me look
Literally.
her up and see
Literally.
who
Yes.
is Kellye A. Bowens.
Yeah.
Now everybody pretty much expect you to be able to Google me, honey.
Yeah.
Google me. Everybody expect Google me. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
That's
So
that.
that's
Yes.
why it's very important, because your publicist is going to look at all of that. Okay, we got to get you right on Google. We got to get you right on LinkedIn. We got to get you
Mm-hmm.
right on Twitter. We got to get you right on Instagram. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna find the fast marketing person, and we're gonna make sure that they're gonna market this. We're gonna do this
Mm-hmm.
for how many days, this how much money it's gonna take in the budget. It ain't gonna be no all drawn out price, because guess what? All you gotta do is talk to your publicist,
Mm-hmm.
build a budget, be honest, and
Yeah.
tell your publicist what can you do.
Yeah.
See, a
Yeah.
lot of people don't want to be honest. They live in that fear of, well, I ain't got it, so I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna even try to take a step. God didn't say you got to do everything at one time. I
Mm.
believe in writing things down, making it plain.
Yeah.
And okay, let me get my business cards. I'm gonna scratch that off the list. I just got that. Now it's time for the website.
Yeah.
Okay, check. I done made my money to get my website. Now it's time for me to hit my logo.
Yeah.
Take some time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just
Yeah.
because you're not moving how fast you think you should be moving doesn't mean that your work is not getting done.
Yeah.
You're gonna appreciate it more taking
Yeah.
it step by step and hiring somebody that's trustworthy to help you versus messing something up because I
Right.
want to be Instagram famous.
Right.
Oh, my cousin just released the book. It's time. I'm getting my book out there first because I'm supposed to have my book out there first. Keeping
Yeah.
up with other people. No. When it's your story time for your story to
Mm.
be
That
told,
part.
baby,
That
you gotta treat it like you just pushed out a newborn baby.
yes.
You
Yeah.
gotta nurture it. You
Yeah.
like that baby being you 9 months, and you rubbing your stomach and you protecting it, making sure don't nothing happen to that baby while it's in that 9 months. Your story is inside of you. It's
Yeah.
your baby.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
waiting to be birthed up
Yes.
out of you.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
really. And if you can't birth it out by yourself, that's where a publicist can come in
Yeah.
and help you push that thing up out of you. Whatever that it is, what did I say at the beginning? I'm here to help you just do it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's whatever your it is. Because
Yeah.
we all have different it's, you know?
So what I'm hearing is the services that you provide, you're going to have to pay somebody anyway to do those services. And it all goes back to how you value your time. Because guess what? We're not experts in those fields, right? So we're going to take our time and try to do something that we're not experts in. So now we got to go research it, right? Try our hand at it, fail at it, do it again, start over, instead of just taking that money and saving yourself some time and investing in a public relations firm. So am I hearing that correctly?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Okay. It includes your social media aspect of maintaining your company's brand,
Mhm.
blog, Twitter, Facebook, etc. This requires several salary people for that to happen
Mhm.
already. That's
Yeah.
out
Oof.
the public
Yes.
relations firm. That require a salary for several people. Just that social media part
Yeah. Yes.
and not even the budget for the ads. I didn't even
Mm.
add that. I didn't add that
That's
yet.
his labor.
That's later. So, in terms of salary alone, you're losing out with a retainer, with a public relation firm, an agency. You with us, you have a team of professionals on your account that handles each aspect of the public relation campaign. So I can possibly be handling the press release, writing your press release, getting ready to publish it out there. And then I can have my graphic designer working on your website.
Hmm.
And then I have my photographer getting ready to shoot your photo shoot for business on Saturday. And then we're going to do a 1 minute video because we want some content with the
Yeah.
people is gonna know who you are. They
Yeah.
want to hear your voice. They want to see what you about. They don't want just pictures and flyers.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
want to hear from you so that
Yeah.
they know you worthy of them following and you got
Mm.
some relevant information. So
Okay.
you know, so all of that it requires a group of people to get done. With a public relation firm, that group of people is already established for you. It's
Yeah.
already established for you. So for small or medium organizations, the savings is even greater. Not only are you saving money, you are saving time. And remember, time is money.
Yes.
Time
Absolutely.
is definitely money.
Absolutely.
We all know that. We all know that.
Yeah.
We all know there are not enough hours in the day for a small business to do
Tell me
everything
about it.
that needs to be done
Yeah.
alone.
Yep.
In small business, you can't do this thing by yourself.
Yeah.
And time away from your core business is lost opportunities.
Yeah.
You the CEO. You got so many conference calls and people to talk to and
Yes.
to connect with. Who's handling all the business,
Yeah.
the little business?
Yeah. So you can stick to the money making activities,
You
not
can
these
stick
minute
to the
and
money making
administrative
and
things.
you
Yeah.
you all the way over here with the web designer. You just need to come in on your monthly
Right.
conference, your monthly
Right.
conference,
For
so that you can
updates.
say, "This is where we are
Yeah.
today. Data, data, data. This is what we spent. This is the budget. This is what we looking like, and we still got a little money left over to do some more." So
Listen.
where
Yeah.
you want to go? What you want
Yeah.
to do next?
Yeah.
And that's how we make our clients happy. We
Yeah.
don't even spend all of the money.
Yeah.
We don't spend all the money. So overall, ladies, retaining the public relation firm or agency, you have the team assigned to your account handling everything. Everything. Social media, media coverage, branding, events, your press releases, while you doing what you do best. And you know what that is? Running your business.
Yeah. Yeah. So I appreciate that you educating us on that because it is a miseducation as far as just the regular entrepreneur, especially a solopreneur, engaging a public relations firm. Because I know for myself, running my business, Visionology Event Management, and the SheEO district, I find myself, I start out with a good list for the day. But by the end of the day, most of that stuff will get transferred over
I know.
to the next day. And I'm like, Some days I wake up, Manisha, I feel like it's Groundhog Day because I feel like I'm reliving the same day all over again. Like, what is going on here? So I'm definitely going to talk to you and see, what you all can do for me to help me get my life.
That's right. And then even
Yes,
if you have your own like special group of people that you work with, you just introduce your publicist to those people. You don't have to guarantee use. Say if you have your graphic person that you've been using for years, you just put it all together. And that's what a lot of people think that it's hard to do. No, this is your business. This is when running your business come in place and not
yeah,
let others run your business
yeah,
for you.
yeah,
You run your business and you put your team in place how it's best for you and your business to run where it's going to be successful.
yeah, yeah. And I'm sure somewhere in the consultation that there's some type of cost analysis. Okay, say, hey, you think you can't afford a publicist? Tell me all the money that you're spending right now, and then tell me all the time that you're
Girl,
spending doing
I
XYZ.
that
And,
thing
and I'm sure it makes sense, at the end of that consultation that, wow, where do I sign? You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I
Yeah,
can break
because the
that
numbers don't
all
lie. The
down.
numbers don't lie.
Yeah,
Numbers don't lie.
numbers do not lie, and you can actually pull that up online. You
Yeah.
can pull up on go on Google and say how much does a publicist make yearly? How much do it cost to run a 3 month campaign? How
Hmm.
much does it cost to run a 6 month? If it's a book campaign, if it's a tour for entertainment, whatever it is that you're doing, go
Yeah.
on Google and put it up in there. The
Yeah.
information is out there. It's
Yeah.
definitely out there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And and so one thing for me, how and this was just a revelation for me, like just this week. My to-do list, I highlighted everything that was administrative, everything that was income producing. 2 days in a row, my highlighted area, what I actually got done was all administrative. So you doing all this, but you ain't made no money. What sense does that make? You know what I mean? You don't spend 2 days, 2 whole days, and I'm not talking about 8 hours, 8 hours
Mhm.
plus, and you haven't done anything to actually earn income.
And
So that you're fighting backwards. You're fighting air, right? Because if you're in business, you need to be making money doing something that's generating income every single day, or you're going to find yourself
every day.
out of business.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. When the pandemic hit, being a publicist and a lot of things is closed down. We can't do events. A lot of I wanted to do my book tour. Clients that I'm working with on tour, moving around. We can't do none of that. So that means a lot of money had stopped for me.
Mhm.
But I wasn't worried. Guess what I did? I got a little creative and I started my own t-shirt business in the
Oh,
middle of the pandemic and started making my own products of t-shirts for my campaign and selling them, making them
okay.
in my living room and selling them on my website. So you have
Listen.
to constantly get
Yes.
creative. You
Yeah.
have to go with the trend. You can't let it leave you behind. If
Yeah.
it's a pandemic, oh no, okay, this thing ain't gonna touch me because I know I
Listen.
still have to feed my family. I know we still gotta get it from A to Z. I know
Yeah.
these kids gotta get to school. I know for a fact I'm not sitting here waiting on no government. So I'm about to get creative and use what God has given
Right.
me inside of me
Yeah.
and do what I know what I could do. And that's
Yeah.
what that hustling mentality
Yeah.
comes
Yeah.
when you at a place in your life and you just can't, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Trust me, you gonna figure it out.
Listen.
You
Listen.
gonna
And
definitely figure it
it's
out.
especially creatives, right? Because we're gonna tap
Especially
into the
creative.
ultimate creator. He's the ultimate creator. All right, God, what we doing? It's pandemic. I know this is not a surprise for you. So what are you having me to do in this season till things, get back to normal, right?
He
So
blessed me with a
we gotta tap
whole
into the
business.
ultimate creator, and then the pandemic actually has opened me up to not being just fixated on me in my little box. Because sometimes, even though we're not box people, we still put ourselves in a box, right? thinking that we can't do anything. So it's forced a lot of us to have to pivot and shift, right, and go in another direction that's kind of opposite of what we're doing. Because just as you, I got me a cricket machine and a press. So now I'm getting ready to start making,
Right.
I'm making some t-shirts and some sweatshirts and
That's
have
right.
sold some, right? Because but that hustler mentality, right?
That
But
hustle
we don't hustle like we used to hustle back in the day. We just get the word, right? We know how to tap
right.
into the word. That's our hustle, tapping in
We
and getting
tapping
the
in
word,
and we
right, and
okay,
implementing
God.
that,
I
right?
heard you. I heard you,
Yes,
God.
sir.
I heard you.
Okay,
I
yeah. So we
Baby,
ain't
I'm
out in
going to
the
get
street.
that new
Listen,
machine.
you tap in, we ear hustle, huh? What I
Hmm.
need to do? Okay, right,
That's right.
brilliant. So absolutely, absolutely.
Hmm.
So real quick, we have about 8 more minutes. You guys, if you have any questions for Miss Manisha, please put it in the chat. We'll definitely get your question answered on tonight. But real quick, while they do that, let's talk about this CBD business. So
Yes.
that's something new, right? So we're going to
Yes.
shift it from public relations to CBD, and I ain't mad at it. Okay, so
Me,
let's talk
me,
about
me,
that.
baby.
Let's talk about that. So tell us how you got into it and what your store actually sells.
Okay.
What do you
Well,
offer?
in this pandemic, when all of this happened, God blessed me with a large amount of money that I wasn't even expecting.
Mm,
And so I said to myself, I sat at home and I said, Lord, you done blessed me with this large amount of money. One thing that I've never done was invested in anything in the 40 years of my life. And I said, we're in the middle of the pandemic. It's time for me to invest. I need to invest in something. So I prayed and I prayed and I asked God, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Well, a good friend of mine named Melvin in Chicago, he had a business relationship with a CBD farm here that was building their foundation back last 2019, November 2019, and I saw that he had posted on social media.
mm-hmm.
I'm telling y'all, social media, y'all, some of these people on social media is real. So
Yeah.
when I seen that, instantly I'm like, CBD farm in Georgia? Like, is that stuff legal here? I was kind of confused, like CBD, THC,
Mhm.
marijuana. Is this
Yeah.
stuff the same thing? I had a lot of questions. So I started doing my research, and the more I researched,
They after you. They after you.
the more I researched, I realized that uh, the CBD business was a $1 billion industry,
Mm-hmm.
and in the next few years, it was just going to get even
Yeah.
larger and larger, and it was going to grow into actual cannabis becoming legal in
Mm-hmm.
states like Georgia.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to reach out to them and see if there are any opportunities of investment. I stepped out on faith in
Good for
my
you.
on my own time between me and God. I ain't call my
Mm.
friend and tell her. I ain't call my mother. I didn't even tell my children. I ain't tell my husband. I ain't tell nobody. I said, as a business owner, successful business owner, this is my time to make the right decision for my company. I'm not the owner. The Holiday Firm LLC is the
Mm-hmm.
investor
Mm-hmm.
because that's who invested in the Green Toe Hemp Farm.
Mm-hmm.
I contact them. I loved everything about what Dwayne and Reggie was doing. They built this farm with their own hands. Two African American brothers, one from Chicago, one from Florida. I go out there to visit to take a look at the land, and I'm literally seeing these two putting um, lighting out there, putting the wells in the ground for
Yeah.
water, putting the greenhouses, not even knowing many people at all in this area. They just purchased the land. They knew exactly what they wanted. Reggie had his vision. He got his partner Dwayne involved, and they ran with it. I was among one of the first African American women that invested.
Good for
into
you.
this farm. So
Wow.
did that in July 2020 because I said I want part of the CBD community.
Mm-hmm.
I smoke CBD. Yeah, I smoke CBD. I do. God made that
Yeah.
available to us.
Right.
It was taken away from us. So let me help you guys understand that we're bringing back what
Mm.
what God gave to us that was
Yeah.
taken from us. So we're
Yeah.
bringing that back, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
with that being said, from the farm having the first harvest in October of last year, we did our first harvest. Now November, opened a whole dispensary that's now
Wow.
selling topical products from massage oils, massage lotions, tinctures, um, Delta 8, one of the top CBD brands, Delta 8, 9, sell it in tinctures, smokables, not
Mm.
just the leaf. We have things that, assist. We can't diagnose, but a lot of patients, people with
Yep.
conditions come
Yep.
that cancer, that has chronic pain, and they get the rub-ons.
Mm-hmm.
We even have the edibles. A
Wow.
lot of people like to relax in their
Yeah.
own element. And it helps with anxiety, depression.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now, I mean, the world is going through a
Yeah.
crisis. The
Yeah.
United States is going through a crisis.
Yeah.
Period. And it's like the government have just beat us all up. We're all going through mental health issues because of
Yeah.
the government. Seriously.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people is reaching out. They don't want drugs. They don't want cocaine and heroin and meth. They want natural,
Natural.
something
Yeah.
natural,
Yeah.
that's legal, that they could trust, that's going to help heal the body and not
Yeah.
take from the body.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that's another thing that I did look at in my investment of how it will also assist with some of my family members that's dealing with,
Absolutely.
sickle
Yeah.
cell and high blood pressure and glaucoma and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm able to share that with my family and friends, and I'm able to share it, with my girlfriends as well. So we
Absolutely.
do have a whole online dispensary store. Actually, have products in Douglasville, Kellye.
Oh
So
wow.
women of Douglasville is in the group.
Yes.
We do have a store that we partner with that our products is now in there. I want to give you the name before we go.
And so we're actually live in the Women of Douglasville as well. So I'll put it in the
Okay.
chat as soon as you give it to me. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm about to tell you right now. The name of the store is, where are you? Okay, Lord. We even have vapes as well.
Okay.
We have vapes. I want to tell you this group in Douglasville. I could give it to you. Let's see. We're in gas stations. Just yesterday, now we have a client that we're rolling pre-rolls, 50,000 a month of
Wow.
pre-rolls. So
Wow.
we're growing. We're Georgia
That's
grown.
awesome.
Right here in Georgia. Everything is happening right here in the city of in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And soon everything is going to be legal here. So
Mhm.
we're going to go into cannabis as well when they make it legal here, because we have a lot of senators, we have a lot of politicians that supports the Green Toe Hemp Farm, that comes out and visit,
Oh
that
wow.
they come out, they visit, they share input on things. And it's a lot of support in the industry for the green toe
Absolutely.
around the
Absolutely.
Atlanta, Georgia, just around the world as a whole. I don't have the exact name right now, but I will get it to you. The store in
Okay, we'll
Douglasville.
find it and put it in the chat. Absolutely, for those watching the replay. So
Yeah.
tell us how we so real quick, we probably have a couple minutes left. We're just a little bit over time, but tell us how to find you, your website, as well as how the viewers can find you on your social media platforms.
Yes. You can find me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Queen Manisha Holiday, my Twitter, The Holiday Firm. I also have a business page, The Holiday Firm, on Instagram, and my website is www.theholidayfirm.
Okay.
So I have like two websites because I have a business and a personal. And I
Yes,
would love to share both with you all because not only do I want, the business part may not be for you, but the coaching and the support system may
absolutely.
be there. You may need an accountability partner or
Yes,
a sister that you could trust, that you could find in, or maybe get some prayer from one day, or may need somebody to talk to. So either way, whether if it's business or personal, I would still love to connect with you. Either way.
absolutely.
Either way.
Absolutely. And I would definitely, especially after, us being informed about, what a public relations firm actually does. If you don't think you can afford it, just book a consultation and see. I'm sure that the numbers will make sense as far as allowing you the time to actually, make money for your business versus, engaging all these administrative tasks that you have no knowledge in. So I'm definitely going to be reaching out to Manisha, so I can give me some time back, so I can buy back, regain
Yeah.
my time. Well,
Yes.
thanks
So
for my time.
I did find the store,
Okay,
Kellye. It's Sankofa Wellness Store. It's located 3656 Highway 5 in
okay. And
Ellisville, Georgia.
how you spell that?
SANKOFA Wellness.
Okay,
Hemp, CBD, and CBG store.
okay,
And so our products are in this store in Douglasville, Georgia. I think they opened up maybe about a month or two ago. So
okay.
if you're in Douglasville, swing by this store, and they do have our products. And you can also go to the Green Toe, www.thegreentoehempfarm.com.
Are you
And you
saying
can
the
buy
green
your
toe? Like,
The Green Toad, TOAD,
okay,
hempfarm.com.
okay. All right. So you all check out Miss Manisha. Definitely go out and check out the Green Toad hemp farm, and congratulations on being, being the boss lady that you are,
Thank
and
you.
having the foresight to check the market and see where the money is going, and go
Yeah,
ahead and invest in that. That's what it's all about, making money in our sleep, right? Because
that's
we in
right.
this season, we not toiling for stuff. We're gonna hear from God, right? And we're gonna coast right in through. We're gonna put in the work, right? But we're gonna coast into that manifestation of our blessing. So thank you so much,
Yeah,
Mrs.
thank
Holiday,
you
for
so much. Thank
joining us
you.
on tonight. Thank you for just enlightening us on your area of expertise, and just being an example of how to recognize what's going on, not just freak out and
Yeah,
collapse, and just being able to pivot, to shift and pivot and go in another direction that's actually profitable until things pick back up over here. So
yeah,
thank you for being, that example for us. As
yeah,
always, I appreciate you being such an awesome sister to me, and I appreciate you. Anytime I've ever, asked you to do anything for me, you've always just been right there, and I appreciate that. So, speaking of which, so Miss Manisha is actually joining the SheEO district as one of our consultants. So you'll be seeing a lot more of her in the SheEO district, as well as the brands that she represents, her public relations firm, and as well as the hemp farm, because that's one of our layers is health, and that's our first layer because it's actually the most important layer, whether it be for our mental or our physical health. So
yeah.
y'all will be seeing a lot more of Miss Manisha, and we are so blessed and thankful to have her. We thank everyone joining SheEO District, Women of Douglasville, and everyone out there that's taking their time to hang out with us for this hour. And right now, real quick, so I just want to take like 30 seconds and thank my amazing senior leader team. They blessed me. I mean, y'all, I was a wet mess for about 2 hours today. So I still work my job, and it's been very challenging here, juggling my job and SheEO district. A blessing nonetheless. But I get home from work, and the edible arrangement truck pulls up, and I literally
Oh,
tell the guy, you got the wrong house. He's like, look at that. He's like, this is 5132. I said, yes, you got the wrong house. He said, oh, I'm looking for Kellye. I was like, well, that's me. I said, who don't send me this
that
edible
was so
arrangement? Well, I
wonderful.
couldn't sit it down fast enough and open up the card. It was from my senior leader team. But here, that's not the only thing. They were such a blessing to me today. So I was out working, and so I had turned my cell phone, my notifications ringer, it was all the way off, like all day long. So I sit down to start working, and I go check my personal email, and I see all these cash app messages on my email, and I'm like, what is this? Girl, I checked my phone. Not only that, they had just showered me with money to my cash app.
Praise
I
God.
mean, just a blessing to
Yes.
me. I mean, just literally, y'all, I was a mess. And I was like, I called them all on our messenger, group messenger, and I was like, I'm getting off now because y'all ain't gonna see me crying out here. Like, gee, I don't do all this. Like, but they got me today, and it blessed my socks off. Do you hear me? They have been absolutely amazing through this process
Awesome.
with CEO. You guys have no idea of what they've been doing behind the scenes for this launch that we're coming up with. And I appreciate, it just feels nice to know that you're on somebody's mind. You know what I mean? And they see and appreciate what you're doing. And we all help each other. When I tell you iron sharpens iron within this senior leader team, like it is an understatement. And I love those ladies to life. And they have no idea of what they did for me on today. Because I tell them every day. Every day I quit. In my head, I quit every day. I'm done. I don't want
You
this.
know you ain't
I
going
don't want
nowhere.
this. I bring myself back, but I quit every day. But yeah, I just want to publicly thank them for what they did for me on today. And it was just a little nudge, you're doing a good job and keep going. You know what I mean? And so I'm so grateful and thankful.
You
Um,
are doing an amazing job. I
oh, thank
told
you so
you
much.
before
Thank
we
you so
came
much.
on, I love the look. I love the branding. I love
Thank
you.
you.
I love the ladies that you got with you. And I am excited to be a part of the
Absolutely.
CEO
Absolutely.
district. And I just thank you and the SheEO district for having me today. So thank you to
Absolutely.
all of you guys for, tuning in, and
Absolutely.
Kellye is my girl, and
Yes, yes, yes,
you,
yes.
Kellye girl, you my girl.
Yes. Well, if you can, again, if you don't mind, Miss Manisha, please just saying a quick prayer to pray us out. I love your
Yes,
prayers. Like when I tell you, honey, this woman got the oil sprinkled all around through her, honey. So we're going to
yes,
get tapped in. And
Lord.
look, we're going to borrow some of her oil and leverage some of her
Yes,
oil real quick,
yes,
right? But I
Lord.
thank
Yes,
everyone for
Lord.
tuning in on tonight. We've had an amazing business week. So tomorrow we have 8:30. Miss Paula Hatton of Synergizing Results LLC with Miss Keisha Spencer. And what, real quick, just a little plug. What did I do with my book? I got my book today from one of my seniors. What did I do with it? I took it in the kitchen. But I got my book today from Miss Keisha Spencer. So those ladies, listen, they keep me on my toes because they always coming
Right.
out with congratulations every day in the group, like somebody doing something. And that's what you want. You want to be around winners, people who are winning. What the meme say, don't so it don't sound like you bragging.
Yes, yes,
Right. So if you could please, Miss Manisha, just pray us
yes.
out, and we'll see you all on tomorrow.
Absolutely. Lord, we thank you for this victorious time that we have shared in this hour with all these wonderful women in this group, a part of the SheEO district. We ask that you continue to bless this community of the SheEO district. Bless the administrator, bless the founders, bless every hand that is moving to make sure that this operation is moving every single day, and that the good word that you are putting inside of each and every one of the ladies is constantly getting out into the community, inspiring, empowering, and saving others, Lord God. We trust you with every bit of us. And we just thank you that we already know that you're going to continue to do your will, and we're going to stand as your servants and continue to do our will. So as we go on tonight, keep us in perfect peace, keep our families in perfect peace, Lord God. And we ask that you continue to lead us down the right path of victory in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. And so with that said, you all have a great night, and we'll see you right back here on
Bye
tomorrow.
bye, everyone. Amen.